Hello and welcome to lesson 2, where we'll finally get to tuning the guitar so that you can start playing. If you watched lesson 1 and you thought that was pretty boring, then yeah, you're right, it was. But hopefully you're holding your guitar comfortably now and you're ready to tune up and get playing. So, just before we get to the tuning, I'm just going to talk about how the guitar works, because you kind of need to know that before you're going to start playing and tuning and stuff. So, it's fairly obvious. The strings vibrate, which causes it to make a note, which you hear with your ears. Yeah, that's basically the basics of it. You pick the note here, down at the body of the guitar, you'll pick here. And then you'll move your hands around the neck of the guitar to change which notes you're playing. And then in this video, the main part of the guitar you're going to be concerned with is this, which is the head of the guitar, which has tuning knobs, which is how you change what the open strings are. Because they need to be in tune, otherwise you're going to go to play a chord like an E major, and it'll sound bad. You'll be like, why does it not sound like E major? I'm playing the right notes, I think. It's because your guitar's out of tune. So in this video, we're going to tune the guitar, which is pretty important. So if you have an electric tuner, if you're a complete beginner and you have an electric tuner, go ahead and use that. It should have instructions with it on how to use it. You'll probably plug your lead from your guitar into it, and then it'll have maybe a little needle or some sort of diagram to show you, how far off the note you are. And let's say you're playing an E, and it's too low. The little needle will maybe be to the left, or the lights will be to the left, or whatever, which usually means, tune it higher. You're almost there, keep going, so you'll probably go like this, and you'll tune the knob like this. Just rotate it until the light goes green or the needle goes into the middle. And it should probably say E above it as well. If it's an electric tuner, it should tell you the note, and it should say E. And that is the thickest string. I don't think mine is actually quite on an E. Hold on, let me just... There we go. I think I'm back in tune, at least. So yeah, if you have an electric tuner, they're fairly easy to use. You should get the hang of it. If you're an intermediate player or advanced player, well, first of all, I don't know why you're watching this. You probably know how to tune your guitar, so I should just forget about that. If you're a beginner player without an electric tuner, your job's going to be a little bit more difficult, but don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do, okay? So, if you don't have an electric tuner, the first step is getting one string in tune, okay? Now, without an electric tuner, to tell you to tune it up or down, you need to use your ears. So the first thing I would do is go to, you're already on YouTube, but just in case my guitar isn't completely in tune, just search guitar tuning standard, and you should see the first, lots of videos. And as soon as you click on the video, it'll start with the E string, which is the thickest string, which is what you're starting with. It should play a perfect E, and then you will just do exactly what I said for the electric tuner, which kind of shows you, with a little readout. But in this case, you're going to be tuning it until your note sounds exactly the same as the note you're listening to. I hope this makes sense. It's it's maybe even easier than I'm making it sound. Just give it a try, get a video, start with the E string. Tune it until yours sounds exactly the same as the E string in the video or website or whatever. Just find an E. Find the E. That's this lesson. Let's find the E. Once you've done that, the video or the tuner that you found for yourself will probably then go on to the next string, which is an A. And then you'll basically just want to do the exact same thing until you've got all your strings in tune. It should be as easy as that. I don't know if I've done a really bad job of it. I've never had to explain how to tune a guitar before, but hopefully you get the idea. Now, if you're a complete beginner, there's not really much way for you to tell if it's in tune. For me, I can play a chord, and that sounds all right. It sounds, as close to correct tuning as possible. But for you, you're not going to know just yet. So even if it isn't if it isn't perfectly tuned, to be honest, you don't really care right now, as long as it's as close to it as possible. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope this made sense, and I hope I didn't go on too long or confuse you more than you already were. Yeah, anyway, we'll get into the next video. We'll try playing some notes, and it'll quickly become apparent whether you've tuned your guitar correctly or not. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson when we will start playing the guitar.